You haven't come home yet, have you, Destiny?
I'm stuck at work. I have to put in some overtime today.
Okay, I gotcha. I'll put dinner in the fridge for you. It'll be there waiting on you when you get home.
You don't need to do that. If I eat before bed, I'll get fat. Besides, I already got something to eat. I just finished up.
Oh, really? It would have been nice if you would have just let me know.
I got so busy I forgot to tell you. I don't have a lot of free time like you do, Drew.
Me? I don't have a lot of free time.
You have more than I do, that's for sure. You almost never have to put in any extra time at work. Even when you do, what is it, an hour at most?
Yeah, but you don't have to say it like that. That's why I take care of the housework when I get home. I'm just trying to keep you from having to do it since you work so much.
If you could bring in a little more money, I'd be able to work less. Maybe I could even quit my job and handle the house instead. Maybe, instead of doing the chores when you get home, you ought to spend a little time figuring out how to make more money instead.
I think I earn enough money to support you.
Are you kidding? No, you don't. Don't get ahead of yourself. You don't even make close to what we would need for me to be a housewife. That's why both of us have to work right now.
But most of my coworkers have families. Several of them are supporting wives and children on their salary, and we make the same amount. I think I make enough money for you to quit your job and stay home full time.
Oh, please. I don't want to live like they do. They're practically in the poorhouse. That's not the life I want. I want to be able to go out and buy things I like without having to think about it. I don't want to have to budget or save up for the things that I want.
That's just what most people have to do. It's a pretty normal part of life, I think. You shouldn't compare your life to everyone else's. It's not good for you.
I'm just being honest. There's nothing wrong with that.
What is going on with you? Lately, I feel like you're so crabby and irritable all the time. Did I do something wrong?
You haven't done anything. Isn't that the problem? When you come home, you don't have anything better to do, so you just do the housework and then putz around. What you should be doing is looking for a side hustle or another job so you can make a little more money. You don't have any ambitions, do you? Don't most men want to move up in their careers and make more money? Don't you have anything you want? A fancy car? A high-end watch?
I guess I just don't really care about stuff. I'd like to be able to travel with you. And I like being able to relax at the house. I value my free time.
That is so boring.
Oh, don't say that.
I used to think your laid-back personality was a really good thing. You've got a gentle nature about you and you're so easygoing. But lately, I just don't even feel like you're a man. Where's your sense of masculinity? I'm working really hard to move up in the world, and day by day, I'm getting there. I need you to try to get yourself together. You need to be able to match me.
You don't like who I am right now?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. All you do is work and take care of the house a little bit. I feel like you're the housewife with a little part-time job and I'm the husband here. You should make yourself more important at work. Put in some overtime, rub elbows with the bosses, move up in the company and get a little more power at work. Don't you think that would be better?
I guess maybe you're right.
Of course I'm right. You need to be making moves. It's the way of life. All the guys our age are out there working hard. Also, you should be a little more careful about your looks and style. You're turning into an old man. You need to take a look around and see what's in fashion right now. Do something about your hair. Maybe get some new clothes.
I get it. I'll give it my best try.
We'll see. I don't know how much you'll change, even if you do try. It's tough to fix something that was broken from the start, if you know what I mean.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
I'm saying you aren't exactly a prize to start with. Anyway, I'm pretty tired. When I get home, I'd like to take a nice hot bath and relax. Can you check and make sure the tub is clean? I need to get back to work right now, so I'll talk to you later. Feel free to go to bed without me. I don't know what time I'll be back. I'm sorry, Drew. I'm going to have to go on a business trip at the end of the month.
Wait, this month? So you're not going to be around for your birthday?
Yeah, I'll be out of town for it.
Oh man, I'd made reservations for us to take a little trip. How disappointing. That's rough that you have to go on your birthday. Work is always awful to you. I wish they'd give you a break now and then. At the very least, they could give you some time on your birthday.
It's my job, so it is what it is. I'm really sorry. I know you went out of your way to plan a nice trip for me.
No, it's okay. We can take a trip another time. Actually, that gives me an idea. Instead of canceling with the hotels, I could just change the dates instead. How does that sound? We could do the following weekend?
I don't know my schedule yet, so I don't know if that's such a good idea.
Oh, okay. I can go ahead and cancel. Maybe when you get your schedule, we can find another trip to take instead.
I have a better idea. Since we couldn't take a trip for my birthday, why don't you take the money you were going to spend on hotels and travel and spend it on my birthday present instead?
Yeah, I guess I could do that. Did you have something in mind that you wanted?
Oh yes, definitely. There's this bag I've been wanting. It's my favorite designer. It's fabulous. It costs about $5,000. Can you get it for me?
Whoa, $5,000 as in $5,000?
Yeah.
Wow, $5,000. I'm sorry, Destiny. That's really pricey. I don't think that I can spend that much.
Yeah, I figured it was pointless to ask.
I'm sorry?
It's fine. I didn't really expect you to say yes. That sort of thing is too expensive for you to afford anyway.
I was gonna spend about $3,000 on the trip, so I could spend about that much if there was a different one you wanted.
Really, it's fine. Don't stress about it. If you're broke, you're broke. I can't expect to get money out of a poor person.
A poor person? You don't have to talk to me like that, you know?
Well, it's true, isn't it? You need me to work to make ends meet.
I've told you that you don't have to work if you really don't want to.
And that's exactly why I have to keep working. You'd be satisfied to live like that? There's no ways we can have kids at this rate.
I'd really like to have kids soon, though.
Absolutely not. Quit fantasizing. If you really want kids, then you need to get a better paying job. There's no point in talking about it until you do.
I can make more money just like that. But I think in the future I'm going to be making more. There are good raises every few years at my company. I'll get one eventually. It should be enough to keep you happy. Don't you think that we could at least start talking about having kids?
You want to talk about the future? But I can't see how it's going to be any better with the way you do things. I need to ask you something else. When I get home today, can you help me fix my computer? It's the one I use for work. There's something up with it lately. I'm not sure what's going on, but it's acting a bit funny.
Yeah, I can take a look. I don't know if I can fix it or not without seeing it first, but I'll do my best.
Please do. I'll put it on the kitchen counter when I get home. I guess right now this is all you can do to support me while I work. You can just be quiet and do what I ask you to do. If you still want kids or other things like that are going to take a lot of money, you need to move things along and give me an easier life.
Drew, where are you right now? I just got a call from the hospital.
Good evening, Janice. I'm at the house right now.
You're at home? My daughter was in an accident and you're at home? What are you doing?
I've only just got home a few minutes ago.
I suppose you're upset. You must be. It doesn't matter. Now isn't the time to be going home. I understand how you might feel, but this is important. They said Destiny is in critical condition. Can you come to the hospital right away?
I don't want to.
You don't want to? Why not? My daughter is waiting for you. You should be with her. You need to be by her side. Go talk to her. I think it's important that she hears your voice. If she hears you talking to her, then she'll come back to us. I'm sure of it.
I think it would be better if you were the one talking to her. I'm not going. Good luck with everything.
What? Is this a joke to you? Seriously, what is wrong with you? Why won't you come?
I'm perfectly happy for her to suffer a little. Honestly, I think she just needs to suffer a little.
What are you saying? You're her husband. How can you say something like that? Don't you love her? Did you marry her even though you didn't care about her?
You're wrong. I love Destiny very much. I married her because I love her.
In that case, what on earth are you doing? And it's her birthday too. Don't you have any compassion for her? Poor Destiny. Please come to the hospital as soon as you can.
She was brought to the hospital along with a man, wasn't she?
Yes, she was. It's her manager from work. I think the accident happened while she was on the way back from work.
That's not what happened. The accident happened while she was having an affair.
What?
Destiny's been seeing him for about half a year now. Today she told me she was going to be in New York for a business trip. And yet, here she is, in a local Boston hospital. That's a bit strange, isn't it?
You're saying she was having an affair? Really? Surely there must be some mistake.
Oh, there's no mistake. It's true. A few weeks ago, she was having some problems with her computer, so she asked me to work on it for her. I wasn't trying to snoop through her things, but she has a WhatsApp on her laptop. It was open, so I couldn't help but see it. That's the first time I realized what was going on. Their messages made it so obvious. I was shocked. I didn't know what else to do. I hired a private detective to look into it for me. I have evidence of the affair.
Oh, wow. This is awkward then. The manager's wife just got here. He's Destiny's boss, right? She didn't seem like she was in much of a hurry to get here either.
I'm sure his wife has figured out what is going on too. I've never had any problems with you. I think we have a good relationship. I'm so sorry to be the one to tell you the bad news. But ever since I found out she was cheating on me, my life has been a living hell. That's why I can't go to the hospital.
Drew, I don't know what to say.
To be honest, my plan for the day was to move out while she was going to be gone. When she wakes up, please let me know. I want to let her know that I'm going to be filing for divorce.
I'm very sorry, Drew.
Don't be. You haven't done anything wrong. You have nothing to apologize for. My wife is the one that hurt me.
Drew, I have something I need to talk to you about. Can you please come to the hospital?
If you want to talk, you can do that here in a text. I don't have time to come there right now.
My mother told me. After I woke up, my boss's wife was here. She blamed me for everything.
I see. She's a woman scorned. You slept with her husband. I think she probably has a lot of questions for you and a lot she wants to tell you. I'm not surprised she knew about it too.
I'm sorry. Really, I'm truly sorry.
What are you apologizing for? If it's because you always told me you were working late and left all the cooking and cleaning for me? Is it because you compared me to other men and made me feel like an idiot? Is it because you were cheating on me? Or are you apologizing to me because you've been lying to me for the last 6 months?
I'm sorry for everything.
I see. You can apologize as much as you want, but I cannot forgive you. If you really regret everything, then the best thing you can do for me is to sign the divorce papers. I'd like to get this over as quickly as possible.
I think you should know they told me that I won't be able to walk anymore.
It would seem so. I heard that from your mother.
Don't you have anything else to say?
Honestly, from now on, we're going back to being complete strangers again. It has nothing to do with me anymore.
Nothing to do with you? Don't say that!
I've heard that your boss can't move anything down from the neck. He's totally paralyzed. Compared to that, you're lucky. You're in pretty good shape.
I'm not in good shape at all. It's not the sort of thing you can compare.
I think you'd be thankful even to be alive. Aren't you happy about that much?
I am, but there's so much more to it than that. I won't be able to have children now.
Didn't you say that you wanted to have kids? You should be happy. You said it was going to be too expensive. I think it shouldn't be that big of a problem for you, considering. Don't let it bother you too much.
I only said that because I wanted you to work harder for our future. That's not how I really felt in my heart.
When you kept comparing me to other men that made more money than me, it was always your rich boss, wasn't it? The man that you were having an affair with. That's the one that you wanted me to be like. He was working 2 jobs to make that kind of money he had. I know that they recovered that fancy bag that you wanted from the car after the accident. How wonderful for you that you found a man to buy it for you after all. The police bought it to the house with all of your other things that they collected from the accident. Too bad it got pretty roughed up in the wreck, though.
I don't want it. I don't want any of that anymore. I just want you back, Drew.
Why would you want me back?
I want to set things right between us.
What you really mean is that you want me to take care of you for the rest of your life. Am I right? You cheat on me, then you get in a wreck and you can't walk anymore. You want me to take care of you now that you're useless.
Don't call me useless. That's cruel. How can you be so callous?
Oh, don't misunderstand me. Let me rephrase that. I'm not saying you're useless because you can't walk anymore. I'm saying that having a person like you in my life won't do me any good. You never helped me once with any of the chores around the house. You used all of your money to buy things you wanted and never helped me pay for any of the bills. And you still ran around on me, treated me like a fool. That's what I mean when I say you're useless.
I'm so sorry.
You know it's never going to be okay between us, right? This isn't the sort of thing that an apology fixes.
I understand that. But you're all I've got, Drew. As soon as I woke up after the accident, the first thing I thought about was you. I don't know why I did something so stupid. I immediately regretted everything.
And you can spend the rest of your life regretting it. There is no way we are ever fixing this. I don't want to. I'm done. I'm going to go through with the divorce.
From now on, you're the only thing I'm going to live for. I know it might be a lot of trouble to deal with me in this condition, but I'll do everything I can on my own. I'll take care of everything I possibly can so you can focus on work. You won't have to do anything.
Even when you could walk, you never helped out around the house. I did all the cooking and cleaning. Now I don't think you could even do a lot of it. And besides, you wouldn't be satisfied with the life that you would have with just my salary to cover us. You always told me it wasn't enough for you to be happy. How did you put it to your boss when you were cheating on me? Hurry up and leave your wife so we can get married. That's what you told him, right? Just how big of a fool do you take me for? You must really think I'm an idiot.
I don't think you're an idiot at all. I don't care how much or how little you make. It doesn't matter to me.
Funny, everything you say keeps changing moment to moment. The only reason you're trying to apologize to me is because he's paralyzed. If he was in good health, you wouldn't be running to me at all. It's an awfully big coincidence that you don't want to be with him now. Give me a break already. I don't want to be with a loose woman that's going to cheat on me.
Drew, you're the only person I want anymore. All I care about is you. If you leave me, I won't be able to go on.
You're the one that was going to leave me. It's been on my mind for so long. I've been trying to figure out how to make you happy. I wanted to go back to the way things used to be. But no matter what I did, you just made fun of me. You wouldn't even spend your birthday with me. You're the one who picked him over me. Every chance you got, you picked him over me, no matter how hard I tried.
I made a mistake. I know that now.
The only reason you care at all is because of the accident. If you hadn't been in a wreck, or even if you hadn't been hurt so badly, you wouldn't be talking to me like this right now. All you cared about before was getting him to leave his wife for you. It's awfully convenient that now that he's hurt even worse than you are, you've come crawling back to me to beg for forgiveness. From now on, you can think about everything that's happened on your own.
No, I don't want to lose you. I was an idiot. It's all my fault. I was wrong. Please give me one more chance. You've got to believe in me just this once. Please don't give up on me.
The only thing that you can do for me now is sign those divorce papers. That's all I want from you. This might sound bad, but I just can't be attracted to you ever again. I can't see a future with you. When I try, it just makes my stomach feel sick. Let it go, Destiny. I'm not going to be that knight in shining armor that saves you now. That's just a dream, and it's time you woke up. After that, we were able to finalize the divorce about 1 month later. With the affair out in the open, Destiny's boss's wife was furious. She found a lawyer and sued my ex-wife. She blamed her for the accident, their lost income, and all the medical bills that they'd be faced with after the accident. Everything. My ex was devastated by everything she had lost, and from what I can tell, she seems to have completely withdrawn. I know it might seem a little cruel to have told her that I wanted a divorce immediately after her tragic accident. She already lost the ability to walk, and maybe it wasn't kind of me to tell her before she even left the hospital. But to be honest, I haven't regretted it a single time. In the divorce, I actually didn't give much up to my wife. Despite her condition, the judge was moved by all the evidence I had on the affair and how she had been treating me. I kept almost everything. She hasn't been able to pay all of the money that she was fined from the accident or that her boss's wife was awarded in the civil suit. I think that she's going to be making payments in installments for a long time. In the end, the wife left her cheating husband too. He's never going to be able to move on again. He's totally paralyzed from the neck down. And now, he's not going to have a wife either. I know that some people are going to feel sorry for him and for my ex, but I think that anyone that truly understands what exactly happened would say that you reap what you sow. I don't know what's going to happen to either of them from now on. I don't know how they're going to live their lives or what they'll do. I think it's going to be a difficult road for both of them. My mother-in-law was taking care of my ex-wife until she was discharged from the hospital. However, after she was allowed to leave the hospital, my mother-in-law didn't let her move in with them. I think she distanced herself from my ex. From now on, Destiny is going to be on her own. She has plenty of time to think about what she did, and I imagine she'll have a lot of regrets for the rest of her life. I moved out of the house the day after the accident happened. I had been planning it for a while, and I didn't let the accident change my mind. I'm taking things slow and finding a new life for myself. In the beginning, it was really hard for me. I didn't have the desire to do anything, and I was barely able to make myself get up every day. But I'm lucky to have a good family and friends around me. Everyone has come out to support me and pull me back out of the hole I crawled into. Little by little, I have found myself again. Each day gets a little easier, and I feel like I've turned a corner in my life. I don't want to spend the rest of my life drowning in sad memories or lost in depression. I still have hard days. Some are harder than others, but I'm working hard to get back to my old self. I wouldn't call myself a totally happy person yet, but I would say that living your best life and just finding joy again is my best revenge, and I am determined to live a good life. And I'm thankful for everyone around me that has supported me through this incredibly hard time in my life. I'm starting a new life for myself, and it's going to be the best one that I can have.